Good afternoon. Today we are doing Torah sheet 6, the one for partial fractions. So in short, we are solving partial fractions today. But before we even start solving partial fractions, there is something that I want you people to know or to recall since we learned it. So the first one is this. So, given an expression with denominator linear factors, given an expression with denominator containing linear factors, so this one can be resolved in partial fraction, into partial fraction as a over x plus a, b over x minus b, plus c over x plus c. So that's what I wanted you people to know. Given an expression with denominator containing linear factors, resolving this one into partial fractions, it can be done like this: a over x plus a plus b over x minus b plus c over the third factor. So now the second, what I want you to know is so given an expression with a denominator containing repeated linear factors. So if you want to resolve this one into partial fractions, this can be done like this. So that's what you can do. So given an expression with a denominator containing repeated linear factors, in partial form, it can be done like that: a over x plus a plus b over x plus a to the power 2 plus c over x plus a to the power 3. Why am I calling this repeated linear factors? Because as you can see, x plus a, it is raised to the power 3. So what is the meaning of that? It means x plus a is repeating itself, is multiplying itself 3 times. So that's the reason why I'm calling it to be repeated linear factors. So number 3, what I want you people to know is so if you have an expression with the denominator containing quadratic factors in partial form, it can be written as that: ax plus b over ax squared plus bx plus c plus C over X plus D. So now, since we have something that we can use, or the information that we can use to achieve something, so now let's start solving now. So we are solving question 4. Question 4. So now let's do it. Question 4a. Question 4a, we have 7x minus 9 over x plus 1 and x minus 3. So we have 7x minus 9 over x plus 1 and x plus 3. So the factors that we have, these factors we call them linear factors. So like just from explaining, so this one in partial form can be expressed as a over the first factor, you say x plus 1 plus b over x minus 3. So in partial form, that one can be expressed as that. So it doesn't mean that we are done there. It doesn't mean that we are done. What next? We are now supposed to find the values of a and b. So how are we going to do that? Since here we have a fraction, so now we can find the lowest common denominator. What's our common denominator there? It's x plus 1, then you do that, x minus 3. So don't forget to say 7x minus 9 over x plus 1, x minus 3 is equivalent to that. So now you say x into that, x plus 1 into that, you remain with the x minus 3. So now you say a multiplied by x minus 3 plus b multiplied by, if you say x minus 3 into that, you remain with x plus 1. So you say x plus 1. So now there we go. We have same denominators. So now if you reach there, forget about the denominators. All what you're supposed to do is to equate the numerators. So now equating the numerators, let's see what we're going to get if we equate the numerators. So you say 7x minus 9. If you equate the numerators, we have a x minus 3 plus b x plus 1. What's our aim? Our aim is to find the values of a and b. How are we going to do that? So there, the choice is yours. If you want, you can start with finding the value of a, or if you want, you can start with finding the value of b. So as in for me, let's start with finding the value of a. So now, how are you going to do that? So here, for you to find the value of a, it means you have to make b 0. How are you going to make b 0? You consider the number inside there. We have positive 1. So for this b to be 0, meaning x is supposed to be negative. So you say x equal to negative 1. So if you say x is equal to negative 1, then you substitute where there is x there, it means your b will be 0. So that's what you're supposed to do. As in, for you to find the value of a, you have to make b 0. If you want to find the value of b, you have to make a 0. So now, let's do that. So we are saying x equal to negative 1. So now you substitute in there. Where there is x, you put negative 1. Again, where there is x there, negative 1. So now let's substitute and see what we are going to get. So you say 7 multiplied by negative 1 minus 9 equivalent to a negative 1 minus 3 plus b negative 1 plus 1. So there it's automatic, b is 0. Because negative 1 plus 1, the answer is 0. So b is 0. So now it means with negative 7 minus 9 equal to, it's negative 4a. What is negative 7 minus 9? We're getting negative 16. So negative 7 minus 9, we're getting negative 16. You say negative 16 equal to negative 4a. So there our aim is to find the value of a. So what are we going to do? You say over negative a over negative 4 over negative 4. So you do that meaning your a is equal to 4 into 16, it's 4. So your a is 4. We are not done. We're still there. So now, since we know the value of a, what next? Next is to know the value of b. So now let's do this. We have 7x minus 9 equivalent to a, we say x minus 3 plus b, x plus 1. So that's what we have. So now for us to find the value of a or the value of b, we are going to make a 0. How are we going to make a 0? You say at x equal to 3. So that if you substitute there, you say 3 minus 3, the answer is 0. So 0 multiplied by a, it's 0. So now from there, you substitute now. We are saying x equal to 3. So where there is x in your equation, you substitute with what? 3. You say 7 multiplied by 3 minus 9 equivalent to, so you say 3 minus 3 plus b, then you say 3 plus 1. So this implies that, what is 7 by 3? That's 21 minus 9 equal to, so that's 0, that's 4. You say 4b. What is 21 minus 9? That's 12. So 12 equal to 4b. So now you say over 4. So what's the value there? If you do that, meaning b is equal to 3. So that's the value of b. So now there we go. Since now we know the value of a and we know the value of b, let's write now, let's resolve the partial now. So resolving the partial, we have 7x minus 9 over x, is it x plus 1? X plus 1, x minus 3. So we are saying this is expressed as plus 1 plus b x minus 3. So now you can say that's 7x minus 9 over x plus 1, x minus 3 is equivalent to, what is the value of a? The value of a is 4. You substitute now. 4 over x plus 1 plus, what is the value of b? the value of b is 3. Then you say x minus 3. So that's our partial now. So if you want to resolve this question in form of in two partial fraction, so that's the answer that you're supposed to get. So now from there, if you doubt in your answer, there is a way that you can use to check your answer. There's a way that you can use to check if your answer is correct. So now let me show you the way that you can use to check if your answer is correct. So our partial here is 4 over x plus 1 plus 3 over x minus 3. So if you want to check your answer, you solve this fraction. So solving this fraction, you find the common denominator. What is your common denominator here? Is x plus 1 and x minus 3. That's your common denominator. So now you say x plus 1 into that, you will remain with 4 x minus 3 plus, then you say 3. What is x minus 3 into that? It's x plus 1. So now there we go. If you expand the numerator, expanding the numerator, we're getting 4x minus 12 plus 3x plus 3 over what? Over x plus 1 and x minus 3. So now let's correct the like terms there. 4x plus 3x. What is 4x plus 3x? 4x plus 3x is 7x. What is negative 12 plus 3? It's negative 9. Over, then you say x plus 1 and x minus 3. So as you can see, if you solve this partial fraction, you're getting the original expression. So that proves that your answer is correct. So if you want to prove your answer, you can solve the partial fraction by finding the lowest common denominator. Then you multiply, you expand the numerator. So now after expanding the numerator, you collect the like terms. After correcting the like terms, from there now, if it gives you the original expression, so now just know that your answer is correct. So that's what you're supposed to do, as in if you want to check if your answer is correct. So that's question 4A. So now let's do question 4B. We do question 4B. So question 4B, the question is question 4B. Question 4B, we have 12x plus 11 over x squared plus x minus 6. So this question is not supposed to scare you. What you're supposed to do here is to factorize the quadratic equation. Factorize the denominator down there. That's what you're supposed to do first. So now let's factorize the denominator. So factorizing the denominator, we're having something like this. Meaning here my A is 1, my B is 1, and my C is negative 6. So what's our product? Our product here is negative 6. If you multiply 1 by negative 6. So that's our product. So now you have to look for two numbers. If you multiply them, you get negative 6. If you add them, you get 1. So what are those two numbers? It's 3, positive 3, and negative 2. So positive 3 times negative 2, the answer is negative 6. Positive 3 plus negative 2, the answer is positive 1. So those 3 and negative 2 are our factors. Now let's do this. So it means we have x squared, you say plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. So now let's do this. 12x plus 11 over, you'll find your GCF here, which is x. So you say x into x squared is x. Into that plus 3. What is your GCF there? Is negative 2. So what is negative 2 into that? Is x. Negative 2 into that plus 3. So now let's continue. We have 12x here plus 11 over, meaning x plus 3, x minus 2. So now you have something like that. That's what you have. Let's resolve this one into partial fraction. 12x plus 11 over x plus 3, then x minus 2. So that question in partial form, it can be expressed as, or it is expressed as a over what? The first factor, which is x plus 3. Plus b over the second factor, which is x minus 2. So we are not done. What next is to find the values of a and b. How are we going to do that? You say 12x plus 11 over, you say x plus 3, x minus 2, equivalent to, you find the common denominator there. So what is the common denominator? Our common denominator is x plus 3 and x minus 2. So that's our common denominator. Then from there you say x plus 3 into that, it means you remain with a, x minus 2, plus x minus 2 into that, it's x plus 3. So now from there, we are not done. We're still going, we're still solving. So we have same denominators here. So now forget about the denominators, concentrate about the numerators. So if you have same denominators here, equate the numerators. So equating the numerators, we're having something like this. 12x plus 11 equivalent to a, x minus 2 plus b, x plus 3. So now what's our aim? Our aim is to find the value of a and again to find the value of b. How are we going to do that? So finding the value of a, it means you have to make b 0. So now for you to make b 0, you say, since inside there we have positive 3, so for you to make b 0, you say x equal to negative 3. So that if you substitute there, negative 3 plus 3, the answer is 0, meaning your b will be 0 there. So now let's do this. So let's solve this equation at x equal to negative 3. So 12 multiplied by 3, negative 3 plus 11 negative 3 minus 2, then plus b, negative 3 plus 3. So there b is 0. So b is 0 then. So 12 by negative 3, that's negative 36. You say negative 36 plus 11 equal to, what is that? That's negative 5a. So now from there, what is negative 36 plus 11? So negative 36 plus 11 is negative 25. So here we have negative 25 equal to negative 5a. So now let's find the value of a. You say over negative 5 over negative 5. You do that. It means your a is, what is 5 into 25? 5 into 25, it's 5. So meaning your a is 5. We are not done. What next is to find the value of b. How are we going to find the value of b? Let's do that. So we have this 12x plus 11, a x minus 2 plus b x plus 3. We want to find the value of b. So now, as in for you to find the value of b, what you're supposed to do here, you say x equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, meaning a will be 0. Because for you to find the value of b, your aim is to make a 0. So now if x is equal to 2, if you substitute there where there is x you put 2, it will be 2 minus 2, which is equal to 0. 0 multiplied by a, the answer is 0. So now you say this that one at x equal to 2. So you're having something like this. 12 multiplied by 2 plus 11. Then you say a 2 minus 2 plus b 2 plus 3. So what is 12 by 2? It's 24 plus 11. So you say equal to, that's 0 and that's 5. You say 5b. So now you divide here. You say over 5. Oh, before you divide, you add the 2. So what is 24 plus 11? You're getting 35. So now you divide because our aim is to find the value of b. So now you say over 5, even there over 5. So meaning b is equal to, what is 5 into 35? It's 7. So now since we know the value of a and the value of b, we can now resolve that expression into partial fraction. So the expression, where is the expression? The expression is here. 12x plus 11 over, you say x squared plus x minus 6 is equivalent to, what is a? The value of a is 5. So you say a over a over x plus 3, b over x minus 2. So now we say, thus 12x plus 11 over x squared plus x minus 6 is equivalent to, what is the value of a? The value of a is 5. So you substitute there now. You say 5 over x plus 3. You do that plus, what is the value of b? The value of b is 7. You substitute, you say 7 over x minus 2. So there we are done. We are done. So that's what you're supposed to do. So if you doubt in your answer, you can still check. You can still check. So checking if your answer is correct, you solve this fraction, the partial fraction. You find the common denominator, you solve it, you expand the numerator, and see if it is going to give you the original expression. So if that one gives you the original expression, then just know that your answer is cool. So that's question 4b. That's question 4b. So let's do a different question. We do a different question. Let's do question 4h. Question 4h. So we have 3x squared minus 8x plus 9 over x minus 2 to the power 3. So if you have a question like this one, the denominator you have in here, we call it repeated linear factors. Why? Because the x minus 2 is multiplying itself 3 times. So the denominator that you have in here, it's a repeated linear factor. So now let's do this. So this one can be expressed in partial form as a over, you say x minus 2 plus b over x minus 2 to the power 2 plus c over x minus 2 to the power 3. So that's how you can express that one in partial form, into partial form. So now let's do it. Our aim is to find the values of a, b, and c. So how are we going to do that? You drop this one, the expression the way it is, you drop it down, you say 3x squared minus 8x plus 9, you do that, and then you say x minus 2 to the power 3 is equivalent to. What is your common denominator there? Our common denominator here is x minus 2 to the power 3. Why? Because x minus 2 can go into x minus 2 to the power 3. And x minus 2 to the power 2 can also go into that. X minus 2 to the power 3 can also go into that. So that's the reason why we are concluding to say our common denominator there is x minus 2 to the power 3. So now let's do it. What is this into that? It means you will remain with x minus 2 to the power 2. So you say a x minus 2 to the power 2 plus b. What is this into that? It means you remain with x minus 2. So you say x minus 2. Then plus c. What is x minus 2 to the power 3 into x minus 2 to the power 3? It's 1. So there you just say C. So now there you equate now the numerators. Forget about the denominators. Equate the numerators. So equating the numerators, we're having something like this. You say 3x squared minus 8x plus 9 equivalent to A x minus 2 to the power 2 plus B x minus 2 plus C. So our aim is to find the values of A, B, and C. So how are we going to do that? The easiest you can go is finding the value of C. Because you can just say, for you to find the value of C, you can say at x equal to 2. So if x is equal to 2 there, meaning if you substitute there, you say 2 minus 2, it's 0. 0 to the power 2 is just 0. So 0 multiplied by A is 0, there, 0. So you can say now, this at x equal to 2. What are we getting? We're getting 3, we say 2 to the power 2, minus 8 multiplied by 2, plus 9, equivalent to, so now we say A, 2 minus 2 to the power 2, plus B, 2 minus 2, then plus C. So the 2 minus 2, there is 0. B there is 0. So we've just remained with C there. So now let's do this. What is 2 squared? That's 4. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So you get we are having 12 there. 8 by 2, 16. Plus 9. Equal to C. So what is 12 minus 16 plus 9? The answer is 5. Equal to C. So you can even conclude to say therefore, C is equal to 5. So now since we know the value of C, we also want to know the value of A and B. Then after that, that's when we can resolve that expression into partial fraction. So our C there is 5. Let's find the values of A and B. So we have 3x squared minus 8x plus 9. A x minus 2 to the power 2 plus B x minus 2 plus C. So for you to find the values of A and B, what you're supposed to do there is to expand that expression there. You expand there. So now let's expand that one. So 3x squared minus 8x plus 9. If I expand this one, I'm getting something like x squared minus 4x plus 4. If we expand this one, plus B plus 2. So that's what we're getting. So now you say 3x squared minus 8x plus 9 equal to, then you distribute A. So you say A multiplied by x squared is x squared, ax squared minus 4ax plus 4a. So even there you say plus bx minus 2b plus 2. So now let's do it. We want to find the values of A and B. How are we going to do it? So now for you to find the value of A, you equate coefficients of x squared terms. So equate the coefficients of x squared terms if you want to find the value of A. So now if you equate, what is the coefficient of x squared? Here is 3. So you say 3 equal to, what is the coefficient of x squared? The other side is A. So therefore you say your A is equal to 3. As simple as that. Let's find the value of B. So finding the value of B, equates coefficients of x terms. So for you to find the value of B, you equate the coefficients of x terms. So the coefficient of x terms, here it's what? It's negative 8. So you say negative 8 equal to, there we have negative 4a and bx. So you say negative 4a plus what? Plus b. So now we know the value of A. What we want to find is the value of B. So now let's do it. So you say negative 8 equal to negative 4. What is the value of A? Is 3. So now you substitute there, you say 3 plus B. Okay, so now there we go. What is negative 4 by 3? That's negative 12. So you see negative 12 plus B. So now we can say B is equal to negative 8 plus 12. Because 12 is negative. So if it goes the other side, it becomes positive. So now what is the value of B? So here the value of B is negative 8 plus 12. Negative 8 plus 12 is 4. So the value of B is 4. So you have to be very careful here. You have to be very careful. For you to find the value of A, you have to expand the equation. You expand it like that because x minus 2 to the power 2, it means the x minus 2 is multiplying itself 2 times. So if you multiply x minus 2 by x minus 2, you're getting x squared minus 4x plus 4. Then you close it plus the b x minus 2 plus 2. So now from there, you multiply again a by what is inside the brackets there. So you say a by that is ax squared. A by that is negative 4ax. A by that is 4a plus b by that bx. B by that negative 2b plus 2. Then for you to find the value of A, the easiest you can go is equating the coefficients of x squared terms. So here with ax squared, that's the only x squared we have the other side. So this side we have 3x squared. So now we get the coefficient here, which is 3. You say 3 equal to, what is the coefficient of x squared term there? Is A. So meaning your A is equal to 3. So next, for you to find the value of of b, you equate now the coefficients of x terms. So equating the coefficients of x terms, here it's -8, the one having 1x. If you go that side, the one having 1x is -4a and what? And b. So we equated here, we said -8 equal to -4a plus b. What is a? You know the value of a. The value of a is 3. So now you substitute there. Where there is a, you put 3. Then if you multiply there, you get in -12 plus b. Then from there, b is equal to -8 plus 12. B is equal to now 4. So now since we know the values of a, b, and c, let's resolve now that expression we've been given into partial fraction. So the expression we've been given is this: 3x squared minus 8x plus 9. We do that, x minus 2 to the power 3. So we say, expressing this one into partial form, it's a over, we say x minus 2 plus b x minus 2 to the power 2, c x minus 2 to the power 3. So now we know the value of what? The value of a. We also know the value of b and the value of c. So now let's do this. 3x squared minus 8x plus 9 over, you say x minus 2 to the power 3 is equivalent to, what is a? What is the value of a? The value of a here is 3. So now you say 3 over x minus 2 plus, what is the value of b? The value of b, is 4. So now we say 4 over x minus 2 to the power 2 plus, the value of c is 5. 5 over x minus 2 to the power 3. We are done. So we are done there. So we've resolved this expression into partial fraction. So that's what you're supposed to do. So if you feel your answer is not correct, you can check by solving this one. If you solve this fraction, it should give you that. So that's how we check if the answer is cool. So let's move. We solve a different question. So let's solve question P. We solve question P.
What is this?
Maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
So question P, we have 5x squared plus 3x plus 1 over x plus 2 x squared plus 1. So as you can see, we have a different question. So the question that we have there, the denominator contains quadratic factors. So, and you know how to express that into partial. So expressing this one into partial, it can be expressed as a over what? This factor, which is x plus 2. So you say over x plus 2 plus, here it's a quadratic function. It is a quadratic function. So it means you have something like this. X squared plus 0x plus 1. So now expressing that one in form of partial, it can be done like this. You say bx plus c over, you say, x squared plus 1. So that's what you're supposed to do. So now there we go. We want now to find the values of a, b, and c. How are we going to do that? Don't forget to drop this one. Drop it like the way it is. 5x squared plus 3x plus 1 over, you say, x plus 2. Then x squared plus 1. You do that. So now you say, what is your common denominator? We want now to find the values of a, b, and c. So for you to do that, you find the common denominator there, which is what? Which is x plus 2, x squared plus 1. So now from there, x plus 2 into that, you remain with x squared plus 1. So it's a x squared plus 1 plus bx plus c. You do that. This into that, you remain with x plus 2. X plus 2. So now if you reach there, forget about the denominators. Equate the numerators. So equating the numerators, what are we getting if we equate the numerators? We're getting something like this. 5x squared plus 3x plus 1. A, you say x squared plus 1 plus bx plus c, then x plus 2. So what's our aim? Our aim is to find the values of a, b, and c. So how are we going to do that? So first, you have to say at x equal to negative 2. You have to make bx plus c 0. So if you say x equal to negative 2, if you substitute there, meaning the whole of that will be 0. So now let's do this. We are saying at x equal to negative 2. So you say 5 So now you say 5. What is x? X? We are saying x is negative 2. You say squared plus 3 multiplied by negative 2 plus 1. You do that. So here we have negative 2 squared plus 1. You do that. Plus b multiplied by negative 2 plus c plus negative 2 plus 2. So what is that you're getting there? There it's 0 because negative 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 multiplied by that, it's 0. So here you have something like so you have 20 here minus 6 plus 1 equal to what is negative 2 squared is 4 plus 1 5. So there you 5a. What is what is 20 minus 6 plus 1? It's 15. So there we have 15 equal to 5a. So now what is the value of a? The value of a here is, you say over a or over 5, even they are over 5. So your a is equal to 3. So that's what you're supposed to do. So now let's find the value of b and c. Let's find the value of B and C. So we have 5x squared plus 3x plus 1 equivalent to, so here we have A, x squared plus 1 plus bx plus c, you do that, then x plus 2. Okay, so now here you have to expand this. So you say 5x squared plus 3x plus 1. If you expand that one, it means you're moving something like this. X squared plus a plus this one times that, it's bx squared. This one times that, it's 2bx plus cx plus what? Plus 2c. So that's what you're getting. So now for you to find the value of b, equate coefficients of x squared terms. So equating the coefficients of x squared terms, here we have 5, we have a there, we have b. So now it means you have something like this. 5 from this side, your left hand side, right hand side. So from your left hand side you have 5. So equal to, there you have a plus what? B. X squared. Just get the coefficients here. So what is a? You know the value of a. The value of a is 3. So now from there you say 5 equal to a is 3 plus b. So now we do is b is equal to 5 minus 3. What is b? B is equal to 2. B is equal to 2. So now let's find the value of C. So finding the value of C, you equate the constant terms. So equate the constant terms. So now let's equate the constant terms and see what we're going to get. Here our constant is 1. That's our constant. A is our constant there. And 2c is our constant. So if you equate the constant terms, you're having A equal to, you say A plus 2c. If you equate the constant terms, and you know the value of A. So now you say 1 equal to, A is equal to 3. So 3 plus, you say 2c. So if you do that, you're getting something like 2c equal to 1 minus 3. So 2c equal to negative 2. Then you say over 2 there. You do that, c is equal to negative 1. So that's the value of c. So now since we know now the value of c, the value of b, and the value of a, we can now express, we can resolve the expression into partial fraction. So now let's do that. So thus, you say 5x squared plus 3x plus 1 over x plus 2 x squared plus 1. This is, what is the value of a? We know a is 3. You say 3 over x plus 2 plus, what is b? B is 2. You say 2x plus -1, which is c over x squared plus 1. So there is a 3 over x plus 2 plus 2x minus 1 over x squared plus 1. So that's your final answer. So if you want to check your answer, you can do that. There's no problem. So what you're supposed to do there is to solve the partial fraction. So now if you solve the partial fraction, it is supposed to give you the original expression if you solve it. So if you solve it, it gives you the original expression. Just know that your answer is correct. Thank you very much. See you next week. I think we end here. Before